Loving it. Okay, we are back again with another dilemma.
Yes, we are.
And our subject line for today is success doesn't feel like mine. Okay.
I'm intrigued. Let's go.
I'm very intrigued. Hi, ladies of Undo. I like that. Ladies of Undo. It's like a Bravo TV show.
Of Undo.
Ladies of
From
Undo.
your lips to God's ears, they'll say. Ladies of Undo.
Ladies of Undo. I'm not even sure where to start this, but your podcast feels like the only space I've come across that might actually get it, or at least won't brush it off with, you should just do what makes you happy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. You get us. I'm in my mid-30s, married, no kids yet, and working in a field I genuinely enjoy, brand strategy. I've got a good job at a global agency, and I'm one of the youngest directors in the business. And I recently paid off the remainder of my parents' mortgage. Oof.
You go.
Come on. From the outside, it looks like I've made it, and in many ways, I have. But here's the thing, I still carry shame. Not because I failed, but because I've succeeded in the wrong way. I come from a British Pakistani family. My parents moved here in the 80s and worked incredibly hard to give me and my two younger brothers everything they didn't have. Education was the ultimate prize and stability was the end goal. They dreamed of us becoming doctors, dentists, maybe a nice civil engineer if things got spicy. You know the script. We do.
Yes.
We do. Instead, I went into branding and design. I loved it from day one, but to this day, my parents still struggle to explain what I do. When my wife, a pediatrician, is introduced, it's all pride and clarity. This is our daughter-in-law, the doctor. When it's my turn, my dad cracks the same joke. He married the doctor. That's close enough, eh? Everyone laughs. I pretend to laugh, but inside it stings more than I'd like to admit.
Aww.
It's not that they aren't proud. I know they are in their own way, but the pride comes with caveats and disclaimers and a little bit of confusion. And despite everything I've achieved, the mortgage, the promotions, the salary that supports 3 generations, I still sometimes feel like I've disappointed them. Like I chose fulfillment over expectation, and that's a debt I'll always owe. What do you do with that? How do you let your life be yours when it was built on the back of so many sacrifices that weren't? Anyway, that's where I'm at. Maybe I just needed to say it out loud. Zayd.
I'm trying to see the issue. So he's not happy that his parents are not proud of him, or they're not seeing his achievements in the way he wants them to.
Yeah, they don't hold it to the same esteem. And marrying a doctor, of course, it brings up that kind of comparison even closer.
Okay.
So I think he's feeling some sort of guilt, shame, resentment. I think there's a lot of feelings in here.
Yeah, so I think my question will be to kind of get to why does this make you feel that way? Because when you said you're a brand strategist, and I was like, okay, that's cool. You painted it. So I would say, as opposed to wanting your parents to feel a certain way about what you're doing, maybe examine why the fact that they don't feel that way about it makes you feel so bad. Like, examine your feelings about their actions. And really get to what is really fueling your feelings, because I'm not sure. I understand that you feel a sense of obligation to make them proud because of all the sacrifices they made, but I don't get the feeling they're not proud of you. Like that joke. Yeah, that joke. I can, examine why that, when they say things about, your wife being a doctor and, you're close enough, maybe examine why that makes you feel the way it does. Because sometimes I think when we have on trauma or issues that we haven't fully dealt with that are buried in our subconscious, things that are seemingly innocent that people may say or do trigger us in ways that are very unexpected and very unpleasant. And I would say, again, maybe start talking to someone, a therapist, because you need to unpick why you feel the way you do about these things. And I'll give an example. So there was a time I was going through a lot with the relationship I had with someone. And, after a period of estrangement, we were talking again and everything was fine. And then they did something that I assumed had bad intent, right? Because of past experiences. And usually what I would do before would be to kind of get in my own head and start building this narrative and say, here they go again. This is what they're doing again, and blah, blah, blah. But this time I say, you know what? Let me just bring it up in a very light-hearted manner. Like, oh, I see what you did there kind of thing. Oh, well, I see you're trying to do X. And then they were like, no, actually, no. I honestly was just trying to, and it helped me realize that sometimes the narrative that we have in our head is so divorced from reality. And, after talking to a therapist, I don't want to say talk to your parents, because I know certain generations, I don't know, talking to them may not get the desired outcome, but maybe talk to your wife, as well, and get a kind of third party perspective as well. Maybe maybe you've been in your head for so long that you're not really hearing
and your brothers.
What's actually going on. Do you have siblings? Talk to them as well.
You said he's got 2 younger brothers.
Oh, there you go. Like, I'm sure they think I'm very sure they think the world of you. You're probably, so talk to, don't open up a little bit to your family, your brothers, your wife, a therapist, and just see what comes out of that.
I agree. It's a tricky one, because this is so it's not stopping anything, right? You're doing well. By all typical markers, you're doing really well, but you just feel what you want, how you want them to celebrate you, is not how they are doing it, and that's feeling complex for you, and it's giving you these feelings of like shame and inadequacy. But I just listen. We can only say so much. We're not in your family dynamic, so I can't really speak to all the nuance that exists. But I think for me, I want you to try and reframe things a little bit. That might help. So what comes to mind reading your letter is that you're like, I succeeded the wrong way. I don't think it's necessarily the wrong way. I think your parents just don't have language for the way you've done things. A doctor, super understandable, really easy. Like, doctor, there's a prescription they write, there's a ward that they work on. Like, it's a very tangible thing. Brand strategy is not tangible in the same way that like medicine is, right? It's not as easy to talk about ideas and positioning and experience and thought leadership. Those things are invisible to your parents' generation. And they come from a generation where success is proven, like it's visible. It's, it doesn't look the way it does for us. So they don't have the language. Your sort of success exists outside of the way they see the world. If they were to have a map of life, what you've done isn't on there. And so I think that's probably why they go to humor, not to belittle you, but just trying to sort of bridge that gap, because they don't exactly get it. But you know what they do get? They get living mortgage free. They get that their oldest son supports 3 generations. They get that.
Yeah.
Okay, so like that stuff, they are proud of you. While you might not have been the doctor that they would have hoped for, whatever, you haven't disappointed them.
I don't think so either. Yeah.
Don't think that guilt and devotion are the same thing.
Yeah.
Like,
true.
You're feeling like, oh, I love my parents. Obviously, you're devoted. You want them to be proud, but it's turning into some guilt because it didn't happen the way they thought it would happen. But who's to say? You could have been a bad doctor, by the way. You might have been a dreadful doctor.
Struck off the register.
Come on. Okay.
What then?
What now? Now you'll be a disgrace. Nobody wants that. But what you have become is financially independent.
Yeah.
from the sounds of it, you are an emotionally grounded person. I love your letter. Like, you just come across as a really lovely person. You are thriving in a deeply respected industry as a minority, by the way. I used to be in this industry. There aren't many black and brown faces there, and especially not doing well. So you have actually faced into, I'm sure, a lot of challenges unique to your own ethnicity, and you've overcome that, and you are one of the youngest directors in your company. Come on. You're killing it. You're supporting multiple generations of your family. They are let me tell you something, whether they say it to you or not, they're proud, and they are boasting about you to everyone else. All those aunties and uncles are mad jealous. They, you know what, here's a tip. Sometimes when you go around to your parents, or like when you're around them, eavesdrop. I'm just telling you. I've done it myself. When they're on the phone, especially if they're calling people back home, listen in. Because you'll start hearing things about yourself that are so sweet. The way they'll be bragging about you. Like, what? Bring a really nice gift when you come round, and then disappear. And when they pick up the phone, come and listen at the door. Because that gift will prompt them again, so they want to start. So just be listening. I'm telling you, sometimes our parents, that generation, they don't like to like make your head too big.
Yeah, that's true. I 100% agree with that.
Listen, they won't want to say it too much to you, so the cracker don't, oh, he's married to a doctor. But outside, they'll be like, my son.
Yeah, it's true.
My son is doing the branding for every business in the world.
He's a doctor for business.
He's a business doctor. You know, if you're working on some brands that they'd recognize, make sure, drop the brands. Give them something to hold on to, right? Because I think it is just an interpretation thing of like, this industry, what you're talking about is quite foreign to us. When I was in agencies, like my mum was like, what? But she knew the brand. So every time she saw O2, she's like, my baby did that.
Exactly, yeah.
I didn't necessarily do that, but she's like,
exactly, association.
She did that. That's hers. So, you know, little things, but I just want you to maybe, I want you, Zayd, to make space for having an adult to adult relationship with your parents. You're still kind of looking at them as a child who needs their blessing. Meanwhile, you are the blessing in your family.
Oh, preach.
And I want you to understand and relate to them as the man, the responsible and brilliant man that you are, because that's who they see you as.
Yes.
So they don't feel that they need to give you all this approval and all the rest of it, because they're like, this guy he's on it, he's doing it. You know, and sometimes even those jokes can come from a place of insecurity because you've done something in a way you've done something beyond their imagination, right? So they might be a bit like, oh my God, Zayd is just, he's away, you know, like he's beyond us. So just try and make space for like radical acceptance of who your parents are as adults and as individuals, not just who they are in relationship to you as parents. You are their child, but you're not a child. So just like be proud of yourself, give them the space to be proud of you, and keep pushing, babe, because like we love our parents. We want them to be proud of us, but whether they are or aren't isn't going to change what we're doing with our lives. It's your life.
It's your life.
Just believe it.
And they made those sacrifices because they wanted to.
So you could have your life.
Yeah,
they didn't cross continents.
Like, do it justice.
Like, they didn't cross continents so you could be a doctor. They cross continents so you could be your better life.
Exactly.
A better life.
A better life than they did. And they succeeded in that. Like, so celebrate that.
Exactly. Like, just be proud of yourself. And in doing so, they will be proud. They are proud of you.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's get into therapy and get some support to kind of unpick and unpack where these feelings are coming from. But honestly, you're doing well. What did Kim Kardashian's mom say? You're doing great, sweetie.
No.
You are doing great, sweetie. While taking pictures of her when she was posing for Playboy. You're doing great, sweetie. Okay? So if she can be proud of that, your parents are absolutely proud of you. Let me tell you. And listen, if it helps at all, I'm proud of you, Zayd.
Aww.
I'm really proud of you. So well done.
Zayd.
Keep going. Don't stop. You're killing it. Listeners, if you have any advice, if you've been in a similar space, if you can identify with where Zayd is in his relationship with his parents, you know what to do. Hop in the comments on Spotify. While you're there, leave us a 5-star rating and review so that we know you like what you're listening to and so that other people can find us too. Anything else, Yemi?
That's it from me.
That's it. All right then. Bye.
Bye.